So today I'm interviewing my mom, and I'm going to ask her questions. So the first question is, what's your name?
My name is Nicole Johnsesian.
Where do you live?
I live in Jerusalem.
We're in Jerusalem.
I live on this street right here, and this is our apartment.
What's your job?
I'm a journalist.
What do you write about?
What do I write about? I write about things in the news, like, I don't know, do you know some of the things I write about?
Yeah.
I write about, like, when there was Corona, which there might still be, and if there's things going on in the old city, and, if there's interesting people that I talk to, things like that. I try to do it, this is why I prefer to do print journalism, which is writing, than video, because there's always interruptions like this. But anyway,
Okay.
Go ahead, you're asking good questions.
Like, tell me on what do you think about your job?
What do I think about it? Well, I like it. I like doing my job because every day I get to learn about new things and new people, and I find out like what they think about things, and I find interesting things about their lives. There's all different, especially here in Jerusalem, there's so many different types of people. And so I find it very interesting to learn more about their lives and what they're doing and how they're, in all the different situations that happen here, the good, the bad, the ugly.
How do you think about the other people that are working in your job?
What do I think about the other people?
Rate their how good they are from the top to the bottom.
Wait, should I talk about like the big people, like on the news, like on Channel 12?
No, people that you work with.
Oh, the people that I work with. Oh, wow. Well, we have, the person I work with the most is named Yonatan, and he helps me to find and assign the articles, like what are the newsworthy articles of the day, what should be in the news that people should know, because our readers most of our readers don't live in Israel, they live overseas. So we find out what they should know, and so he helps me find the news and assign it to different people, and then he finds photos to go with the stories. So that's a really big job, and he does a very good job. Then I work with a reporter named Tal Heinrich, and she actually is based in New York City. And so she covers the news in the later time of the day, and she also does a very good job. She's a very good reporter, and also, I just found out, she's a very good MC of events. And I went to an event, went to a conference 2 days ago, and she was the MC, and she was very good, and everybody loved her. They all said, "At nehederet," that means you're wonderful, and they all loved her. She was great. So anyway, those are two of the people I work with, and then there's the behind-the-scenes guys for the website, Tommy and Joseph, but Joseph also does all the business stuff. And then there's Joel Rosenberg, and he's the editor-in-chief of the website, and he's very good at what he does.
What do you think about your chief?
My chief, Joel,
Yeah.
would be the chief. He's very good at what he does. He's a writer, and he writes books as well, and he has a very good sense of the news of the Middle East.
How much articles does he write?
How many articles does Joel write? What about me?
How much articles that you write?
Oh, thank you. I try to write at least one a day, and then sometimes more. It just depends on what else is happening, because I also edit the articles. Look how so ugly in the camera, but what are we going to do? All right, go ahead.
What do you think about like, do you think you should get like an office to work with your people that you work with?
Well, actually, that's a good question. I mean, some people think, yeah, there should be an office, and that's, in some ways you can have one, but the truth is the world is our office. I like to go out to events and to places to cover them, and I think that sometimes that is our office that's going out into the world.
Sometimes there's people that say they need offices like in their house or go to a big building and want to work there.
Mhm. Yeah, I've been there, done that. I lived in New York. It was fun while it lasted.
People say that like you you work a lot and at home you work like too much.
Who says that?
Me.
Well, how do you think I work too much?
You work too much because like every time you go on your computer you stay in bed for like an hour.
Well, the bed is my office. Yeah.
Yeah, but you need like a big office.
I need a big office, right?
Like the office.
If I had an office in the apartment, do you think I would work more or less?
More.
Oh, okay. So maybe I don't need an office. Okay, so good. So it's better like this.
So do people in your like Tommy and the rest of the people, do they have like offices?
Most people work from home, but now Tommy and Joseph go to an office that they rented that's just outside of Jerusalem.
Do you go visit them sometimes?
I've never seen it. I've never been there. I get more work done here because I'm not driving. But if there were meetings there, I would go,
And sometimes you get like a meeting calls. You go out to like a different country for a few days.
I did that. That was awesome. Yeah.
That's your present from I don't know from your chief.
It was my present?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get a time off?
There was not much time off over there, but it was very awesome to see other parts of the world.
What did you do there? You went to tours? What?
Oh, so in Bahrain, where that was one country that we're in, we met with government officials like the Minister of Interior, and we met with the ambassador of Bahrain to the United States, but he was in Bahrain at the time. Normally he's in Washington. So we met him. We had an iftar dinner with him. Oh, it was very cool. And we went with some other government officials and business officials and some religious leaders. We went to a church and we went to a synagogue and we went to a mosque.
That's a lot of stuff you went to.
It was a lot.
What's the coolest thing you went to?
That's a great question. Bahrain was awesome, and I loved it a lot. And it's hard for me to say what was the best. There's the Tree of Life.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say that was necessarily the best, but it was cool to see it. I think just the whole bay in Manama, the capital city, I think that was cool. Like, 'cause you had city and then you had beach right next to each other. So I felt that was very cool.
When your apartment, how was it? Like, was it small? Was it big? Was it
The
cool?
hotel?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was big. And it was very nice.
How nice was it? Rate it.
Rate it. Well, the ratings are 5-star from other people, so I would say that those are accurate. 5-star. I would say it's like the Stella, but fancier.
Okay. So what else do you like?
About what?
What else did you like about Bahrain?
I liked meeting the people there because it gave me a new understanding of the country, because I only understood it from news stories before, but now I understand it from their point of view because, how they live on a daily basis. It was very cool.
So, like, did you have your own room? Did you have, like, a roommate?
No, I had my own room.
Did other people have their own rooms?
Most people had their own rooms.
who did not have their own room?
The husband and wives. They stayed in the room together, in their rooms.
Tal?
Oh, Tal wasn't there. No, it was different people from the ones I work with. The ones I work with weren't there except for Joel. Joel was the leader of the group.
Who wasn't there that works with you?
Oh, lots of people, really cool people. I met some amazing people. But you know who was there? You know Chris Mitchell
Yes.
from CBN? Remember you got into one of his lives? He was doing a Facebook Live and you guys snuck in and you took over from Zach in the old city?
Mhm.
Yeah, so Chris Mitchell was there and some other reporters and
His wife?
oh no, his wife wasn't there. But then a lot of people from the U.S. and somebody from Canada, and so it was great. I can send you the articles; you could read them,
Okay.
and Chris's videos, and also a few other videos by other people.
Okay, that's fine with me.
Okay. What did you think of my trip?
I missed you, and I thought about you too. You could finally be free and have more time to work.
Yeah, there was a lot of time to just work because the whole trip was work. So yeah.
And I was happy that you had fun.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you were okay here. You know, Dad did a great job
Yeah.
handling everything, so it was awesome.
Yeah. Dad did us a lot of fun stuff.
To make up for the fact that I was gone. That's good. Okay. Well, this was great. Do you have any more questions?
No.
Okay, awesome. Well, good job. Great interview. All right.